Congratulations, Ilir.
Thank you.
How's your foot? I see that you're limping.
Yeah, I don't know. I stretched it or something, hurt it against the octagon. I had a bad step, so let's see what they say about it.
Okay. It seemed like Tyson was on a roll. He had a lot of buzz surrounding him. He was undefeated, and that this was maybe the fight to kind of take him to the next step. Did you view it that way, and were you kind of bothered that you were being used as the stepping stone?
Eh, it's business, so you just got to see it for what it is. And he's a good upcoming fighter. He has a lot of talent, and I think he's going to have a good career.
But did you feel like, okay, this is the perfect opportunity to get back on, to sort of open people's eyes because he was viewed as maybe like one of the young guns at 205?
Yeah, he's seen as a young prospect, undefeated, and they wanted to test him against me. So okay, let's do it.
No problem.
For me, the hardest part was to not being in the octagon for over a year.
Yeah.
And I felt that a little bit, and dealing with injuries and stuff. But it was nice coming back. I felt the absence the first round, but then I just grinded out and put in the wrestling, and yeah.
Is there anything that surprised you from him? I mean, he's an upcoming guy with a lot of strength, but I think he negated a lot of that. But were there things that he employed that surprised you?
I knew that he was a very complete fighter, good ground, standing up, using a lot of different kicks, and he's not afraid kicking. So I knew what I was waiting. But I knew that when I put in my wrestling, it's going to be very hard for him.
Was that part of the game plan? Was just really employ the wrestling, try to keep him onto the ground, or?
No, I was prepared to take it stand up, in the beginning. But then when I felt I needed to grind him out, I just did that. Then I felt him get more tired.
You get how many stitches you get here?
5-6 stitches.
Okay. When did that happen?
I think in the second round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you overall happy with your performance? I know you said you hadn't fought in a year, but did you feel?
You can always do things different, but after being away for 1 year, it feels nice to come back with a solid victory, with an undefeated guy. So, but of course, you can always do things better, and do more.
You were supposed to fight Little Nog, right?
Yeah.
But he pulled out.
He pulled out.
So how come you haven't fought in a year? What else have you been dealing with?
Well, I was supposed to fight in May against Lil Nog. He pulled out, injury. Then I had 2 surgeries on my feet.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so I had
Which one?
Both of them.
Wow, what
Yeah.
happened?
I broken ankle and toe. So
At the same time?
no, different
Okay.
injuries. And then my hand after my last fight.
Wow.
So I had a lot of time rehabilitating.
Okay. Where's home now?
Home is both Stockholm and Miami. In periods. So I go back and forth.
And so obviously right now there's a hurricane about to hit Miami. Has it been hard to focus? Have you been thinking a lot about
It's been very hard, because half of my team, my trainer Sal and Conan, they have their families in Miami. They have the houses and children, everything. And seeing this catastrophic hurricane coming, nothing ever seen like that in history. You gotta, give them so much credit that they come over here, help us out all week. I was like, man, you should be there over with your family. But what can you say? They love this sport and they sacrifice a lot. So a lot of respect for the trainers that sacrifice a lot to support us.
Has it been hard to focus knowing that you have friends and family back there and they're dealing with so much?
Yeah, I mean, of course, you feel bad for them. They're over here and they're watching the news all the time. Is it going to hit my home?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? People are like running away and they're stuck in traffic. There's no gas and stuff. So it's hard, but hey, we're fighters. We live this life and we're used to always living on the edge. So, but of course, it's not easy, to see the coaches to be nervous and thinking about home.
And where do you go from here?
I go back to my hometown, to my family in Malmö, visit
Okay.
them, my father and mother.
Who do you want next?
Let's see, top 5. I'm ready to climb up the ladder, So I've been away and now I'm back.